I'm Andrea, and this is a gentle flow yoga class. So this is designed for pretty much any body. And we're going to take this class in layers. So we'll start low to the floor, and then we'll work our way up to standing and balancing postures. So do what you can, honor your body, and you can always come back to those first layers if that's better for you. Now what you'll need today is a yoga mat. Right now I've got 2 yoga mats rolled out. And that's just to show you different viewpoints of the postures, but 1 yoga mat for you should be fine. And I do recommend a couple yoga blocks as well as a blanket. Those might come in handy today. And if you're like me, you want to listen to some music while you're practicing, go ahead and get those tunes dialed in on a separate device, or check out the playlist that I recommend in my notes. All right. So just because we're separated by a video screen, I want you to know that we are all connected. And yoga in and of itself, its root meaning, yoga, means yoke or to unite. So let's keep that in mind as we practice today. We are all united and we are connected. So let's start by connecting to our breath. Come into our opening posture, child's pose. Bring your knees out wide, big toes touch. Sink your hips back toward your heels and reach your fingertips forward, forehead rests on the mat. If your forehead doesn't quite come down to the mat, use your blanket to prop under your forehead so that your head and neck are supported. And then bend your elbows and bring the palms of your hands together at the base of your neck. Begin by letting go of all the air in your lungs. And then inhaling, filling up. Exhale, empty out. And inhale. Fill up, feel your back body rise. Exhale. Just start to bring an awareness to your breath, evening it out, bringing the air in through your nostrils, sealing your lips, and exhaling through your nose. Your breath is a bridge to connect your body and your mind. So keep that breath flowing consistently, the awareness of your breath throughout your practice. Release your palms to the mat, and on your next inhale, rise up to tabletop. Bring your knees under your hips and your wrists under your shoulders. Take an inhale breath and bring your body into cow. Reach your heart forward, tip your tailbone up. Exhale to cat. Round and curl, tuck your chin. Draw your tailbone downward, dome your spine. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. As we connect breath to movement, this is known as vinyasa. So we'll take our breath and continue to place it in a special way, connecting it to our movements today. Bring your right hand to the back of your head, bending your elbow. Inhale, open up and twist to the right. Exhale, bring your elbow to your opposite wrist. Inhale, open up, and exhale, twist. Inhale, and exhale. This time, inhale, and release your hand from the back of your head. Reach your fingertips up, open up a little bit more. Exhale, thread the needle. Dive your right hand underneath your left. Come onto your right cheek and your right shoulder. Option to take a half bind with your left hand behind your hips. Breathe here and twist the spine. And slowly unwind. Bring your left hand under your shoulder. Inhale. Bring your right fingertips back up. And exhale back to tabletop. Second side. Inhale. Bring your left fingers to the base of your skull and open up. exhale, elbow to wrist. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. And exhale, crunch. Inhale, release your hand. Reach your fingertips up to the ceiling. And exhale, thread the needle, second side. Keep your hips over your knees. Take that half bind if you did so on the other side. Feel the twist in your spine. Breathe. And replace your right hand down. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, tabletop. From here, rise on up to your knees. You might enjoy a little padding from your blanket. Knees are under your hip sockets. And then find your hip points with your thumbs. Inhale. Reach your right arm up. And exhale. Take it over to your left. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise back up to your knees. And switch sides. Inhale, left arm reaches. Exhale, take it over to the left. Sorry, to the right. Good, chin is away from your chest, belly's lifting. Inhale, center. And exhale, fold. Tuck your tailbone. Draw your belly in. Lengthen through the knife edge of your fingers. And your forehead comes down to the mat. Good. And come back through table. Let's start to turn on more of your core muscles. Coming into a forearm plank. Lower to your elbows, your forearms. They're right under your shoulders. And then tuck your toes, send your legs back. So shoulders, hips, and heels are in one long line. If this is a little too challenging, just bring your knees down and keep the long line between your shoulders, your hips, and your knees. Inhale. And exhale, send it back. Come on back through a child's pose. Checking in here with your breath, knowing that this is a space you can come back to and rest at any time during your practice. And on your next inhale, rise through table. And bring it to your forearms once again. Our variation today is going to be dolphin instead of downward facing dog. So tuck your toes under, lift your hips up high, and walk your toes in toward your elbows. The knees can be bent as much as you like. Press your chest toward your thighs. Slide your shoulder blades down your spine, and the tips of your shoulder blades retract toward each other. You're building a lot of upper body strength here. Lift your belly. Nice job. And exhale, drop your knees. And come to the top of your mat. Forward fold, grab a block. Feet are under your hips. Bend your knees generously. And maybe bring your hands to the blocks for support. Hang out here a little bit. And we'll start to take a twist. Flatten out your block, bring it right under your sternum, and place your left hand on the block, then into your left knee, and bring your right hand up to the ceiling. Twist. Exhale, come on back down. Second side. Left palm is on the block, then into your left knee. Inhale, oops, that's the right hand. Bring your left hand up. And release. Now start to roll on up to standing. Head comes up last. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears and exhale, send them back and down. Take another breath in and a breath out. Hands come to heart center, Samasthiti. Ground down into your feet and press evenly into your palms. Close your eyes here and remember that we are all connected. In fact, we are all connected to a higher power. The fifth niyama in the 8 limb path of yoga is known as Ispara Pranadana, and that translates as devotion to a higher God, to a higher power. So keep that in mind as you're practicing today. The power of devotion sustains us as we meet difficulties in our path. So if you're feeling like you're meeting difficulties on your mat or off your mat, keep looking toward that higher power and knowing that there is that connection. Bring your hands down by your sides and inhale, sweep them up. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale here and exhale. Slide your left hand down your side, reach up and over to the right. Lateral stretch. Inhale to center and exhale to the other side. Keep rooting through both feet. Squeeze your glutes and inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, sit back and down. Bend your knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Draw the belly in and tuck your tailbone. Reach your arms up, lift your heart, and exhale, chair plank. Sweep your arms back. Palms face each other. Again, retracting the shoulder blades. Inhale to chair. And exhale, hands to your heart center, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Lift your chest away from your thighs. Hold or fold, and then rise up to standing. Samastitihi. Pause here, tune in. Inhale, mountain. And exhale, over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, lateral. Movement over to the left. Chin lifts, belly firm. Inhale, center. And exhale, chair. Sit back. Inhale. And exhale, sweep your arms back. Chair plank. Lift your heart. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hands to heart center and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Lift your chest away from your thighs. Hold here. Keep your belly lifting or fold. And inhale, rise to standing. Samastitihi. Check in. Make that connection. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, over to the right. Firm through both feet. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, sit low, chair pose. Inhale. And exhale, chair plank. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And from here, exhale, plant the palms, step back to your forearm plank. Remember, you can take this in any variation that feels right for your body. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Keep your belly lifting. And we'll add on here. Let's lower your hips. And as you inhale, untuck the toes and reach your heart forward, Sphinx pose. Lift your belly. Draw your tailbone downward. Anchor through your hips. Now, inhale and exhale. Lift your low belly up. Make your legs heavy. They're not involved in this lift. Shift your hips back. Option to come into your child's pose or dolphin. Tuck toes under and lift your hips. So there's your vinyasa. Placing in a special way. We'll continue on from here. Tap your knees to the mat and step your left foot behind your right foot behind your right foot. Right wrist. Setting up for warrior one pose. Tuck your back toes under and step your left foot up and out so that your left toes point to the upper left-hand corner of your mat. Now, find your right thumb into your right hip crease. Inhale, reach your left arm up, and exhale, take it over to the right. Firm through both feet. Your left heel is grounding down into the mat. Inhale, reach both arms up, front knee is bent, and exhale, bow forward, humble warrior, sweep your arms back. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, bring your right thumb to your right hip crease, straighten your front leg, and exhale, bow forward over your front leg, that straight leg, and you're stretching as you wrap the right hip back, reach your left fingertips forward, and release to pyramid pose. Really nice stretch through the back of the right leg. Bring your hands to your blocks, right under your shoulders, and stretch here. Breathe. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale. Plant your palms, drop your knees, and join me in that forearm plank. Inhale, exhale, root your hips. Inhale into Sphinx, lift your heart. Breathe in that prana, that life force. And as you exhale, send your heart energy out into the universe. Inhale. And exhale, lift from your low belly. Send your hips back. Child's pose or dolphin, your choice. And drop your knees. Second side. Step your left foot behind your left wrist. Tuck your back toes under and step them forward so your right toes are facing to the upper right-hand corner of your mat. Left thumb to left hip crease, wrap it back, firm through both feet, and inhale, rise to warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Inhale, and exhale, humble warrior. Sweep your arms back, fold forward with a flat back. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, straighten the front knee. Again, left thumb to left hip crease and fold forward with a flat back. Reach your fingertips forward, lengthen the back of your neck, draw your belly in, and release, pyramid pose. Bring those blocks under your hands and get a nice stretch to your left hamstrings. Breathe. Inhale to a halfway lift. And exhale, plant the palms, step back. Bring it to your forearms, forearm plank. Building some heat now. Inhale. Exhale, lower the hips, untuck the toes. Inhale, Sphinx. Back bend. Exhale, draw the belly up and in. Shift your hips back. Find your child's pose or tuck your toes, lift your hips, dolphin. Take an inhale breath. Remind yourself of that connection. And exhale. Bring your knees to the mat. Let's add on. Step your right foot behind your right wrist. Tuck your back toes under. Right thumb, right hip crease. Inhale. Warrior one. Now I've heard this pose called warrior pose. And we don't need to be worried. That's all about bringing your mind to the future. I want you to stay present right here in this pose, present with your breath, and having faith. Inhale. And exhale. Bow forward, humble warrior. Inhale, rise back up. straighten the front knee and fold forward over that front leg. Reach, 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 flat back, and exhale to pyramid pose. So see how my feet are apart. That's going to keep me level and balanced. From here, we'll add on. Bring your hands to the blocks, bend into your front knee. Lift your back foot up. Standing splits. Draw your forehead to your standing leg. Square off your hips. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly lower that back foot down. Drop your back knee. Untuck your toes. Inhale, crescent moon. Inhale, gaze up, palms meet overhead. And exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Step it back, forearm plank. Building strength. Always an option to come to your knees. Inhale. And exhale, drop your hips and tuck your toes. Reach your heart forward, Sphinx. Exhale, draw up from the low belly. Lift your hips back and lengthen your spine to dolphin or child's pose. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Tap your knees to the mat. Second side. Step your left foot behind your left wrist. Tuck your back toes under and plant your back heel. Left thumb to left hip crease. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. Inhale. And exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Keep wrapping that left hip back. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Bring your thumb to that hip crease and fold forward. Flat back. Reach the fingertips. Lengthen the back of your neck. And bring your hands to the blocks or to the floor. Pyramid pose. Lengthen. Stretch out that front leg. Inhale. Shift the weight forward. Standing splits. And exhale. Start to lower on down. Bring your back foot down with control. Lower to the back knee. Inhale, crescent moon. And exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, forearm plank. Remember, your elbows need to be under your shoulders. Palms are down. Inhale. And exhale, lower your hips. Reach your heart forward and your belly button up. Sphinx. Exhale, draw your belly up and in. Lift your hips. And child's pose or dolphin. Breathe here. Adding on one more round. Here we go. Tap your knees to the mat. And step your right foot forward. Right behind your right wrist. Tuck your back toes under. And step that foot up and out. Wide stance. Both hip points are pointing forward. Right thumb into your right hip crease. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Exhale, option to take a bind at your tailbone and fold forward in your humble warrior. Inhale, rise. And exhale, straighten your front knee and fold. Release your hands to the mat or to the blocks. Pyramid pose. Inhale, step forward, standing splits. And exhale, drop your back toes down. Here's your option to drop to your back knee as we did before, or stay lifted. Hands come to your blocks in your low lunge. Bring your right hand to the back of your head, and inhale, twist. Reach your right elbow up. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. High lunge, Anjaneyasana, or keep your back knee down. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Step forward, hands to heart center. One-legged Tadasana. Left knee is at hip height. You can stay here or challenge your balance by taking a standing figure four. Left ankle crosses on top of your right knee. And start to sit back into this one-legged pose. This is very similar to chair, but it's on one leg. Inhale, unwind. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to your forearm plank. Last round. Inhale. Exhale, hips come down. Inhale to Sphinx. Lift your heart. And exhale, draw your belly up and back. Child's pose or walk your toes in, dolphin. Inhale. And exhale, tap your knees down, second side. Left foot behind left wrist. Tuck your back toes under and seal your heel down. Left thumb into left hip crease, wrap it back and rise up, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. You are a warrior. Exhale, humble warrior, bow forward. Inhale, rise. Exhale, thumb into hip crease, straighten the front knee, and reach forward with a flat back. Hold here for a breath, root into your feet, and exhale. Pyramid pose, stretch. Inhale, half splits. Weight is in your front foot. Lift your back leg, square off your hips, lift your belly. And exhale, slowly tap your back toes down. Low lunge. This time your left hand is on the block, your right fingers come to the back of your head. Twist to the left side. And lower down. Keep that back knee lifted or lower it on Jnanasana, high lunge, or take crescent lunge again. Here's our balance challenge. Hands to heart center. Step forward. Bring your left knee to hip height. One-legged Tada. And then option, if you did so on the other side, take that standing figure four. Sink your hips back. Get a nice stretch through your glutes. Hands to heart center. Rise back up. And forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, come on down to the mat. All right, let's start to come on to the back. Get a little bit more work into the spine. Strengthening all your low back muscles. Bend your knees, place your feet on the mat. And just start to take some pelvic tilts here. Inhale, your neutral spine. And exhale, press your low back into the mat. Feel your tailbone carve upward without lifting your hips. Inhale, back to neutral. And exhale, press your low back into the mat. Good. Inhale. Exhale. This time, hold the low back engaged and lift it up, bridge pose. Release your hands down by your sides. Press into your feet and shift the weight into your shoulders. Tuck your chin and puff up your chest. Inhale. And exhale, slowly lower down. Lower down one vertebra at a time, finishing with your tailbone. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale, press your low back in and lift, bridge pose. Option to take a bind underneath you to gently bring your shoulder blades toward each other. Again, chin is tucked, Knees are forward, toes are forward. Press into your heels. Release your bind and slowly lower down, one vertebra at a time. Last set. If you'd like to take a supported bridge pose, you can with the block, or challenge yourself by holding that pose. Inhale. Exhale, press your low back in and lift. I'm going to slide a block under my sacrum horizontally and lower on down. Hold here as I tuck your shoulders underneath you. Close your eyes and let your muscles just melt around that block. Come back to that idea of being connected. And connecting to that higher power, your devotion to your God. Let that guide you. Inhale. And exhale, slowly lower down. Rise up to a seat. And bend your knees. Sweep your feet over to your left. I want you to use your blocks here as we take some stretches of the legs. First, sitting up nice and tall. Bring your left hand across your right knee and twist to the right. Start to feel the softening through your spine. And slowly unwind. Fold forward. Fold forward over your front knee, your front shin. Bring your forehead to the mat. Breathe here. Connect to your breath. On your next breath in, rise up to a seat. And we'll start to lower onto our back, stretching out our left quadricep. Your option would be to bring a couple blocks behind you, and even your blanket to pad this. Lay back and feel that opening through your left hip flexor or your left quadricep. And you may not need the blocks here, but just let those props be supportive, whatever you need. Check in with your knees. If you need to make some changes, please do so if the knees don't cooperate. And rise on up. Let's switch sides. This time, sweep your knees to the left. And sweep your knees to the right, look to the left. Getting into a twist here. Lift up on your inhale. And on your exhale, twist a little deeper. Look over your back shoulder. Slowly unwind. And fold forward over your front knee or front shin. Left leg. Breathe here. Tune in. Connect. Make that connection between your body, your breath, and your spirit. And rise up on your next inhale. And we'll lay back onto our padded blocks. Feeling that stretch in the right hip flexor, the right quads. On your next breath in, begin to rise up. You can unwind your legs. We'll find a seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. I recommend sitting up on a blanket to allow for a little bit more tilt to the pelvis, making more space in the back as we fold over the legs. Start with bent knees first. Inhale, rise up out of your sitting bones, and exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands forward towards your feet. Maybe you can reach your feet. Feel that nice traction you can create, bringing your belly over your thighs. If you can't bring your belly to your thighs, bend your knees more. And then if you have a little bit more room in the back of your legs, start to slide your feet forward. Breathe here. Feel that back body stretch out. One more inhale. Breathe in. And one more exhale. Rise up. Slide off your blanket and come onto your back. Keep your blocks handy. Bring your knees into your chest. And interlace your fingers around your right leg. Send your left leg out long. Tee open your right arm and send your knee across your body to the other side for a twist, stacking your hips but keeping your shoulders grounded. You might want to place a block under your knee or a blanket. Breathe here. Coming back to that connection. We are connected. And we are all connected to the universe. Stay connected to that higher power. Remember, your power of devotion gets you through those rough bumps in your path. Bring your knees back to center. Neutralize your spine. Rock it out a little side to side. And interlace your fingers around your left knee. Send your right leg out long. Tee open your left arm and send your knee across your body to the other side. Maybe you prop that knee with a block as well here. The idea is not to have your knee floating. We want to get at the support so that all the muscles in the spine can unwind and lengthen, so that no muscles are holding any body parts up. Start to surrender here, knowing that you are not in charge. And roll it back to center, hug your knees in. Squeeze everything to the midline. Draw your forehead into your knees. And exhale. Release into your final resting posture, Shavasana. So no worries here. No worries about mastering your standing poses anymore. Let that go. The best posture to master is Shavasana. Settle in here, close your eyes, release your attention to your breath, and let your bones become heavy. Let your muscles melt away from your bones. And find that stillness. rest here as long as you wish. Faith, in its broadest sense, is about far more than belief in the existence of God or the disregard of scientific evidence. Faith is the willingness to give ourselves over at times to things we do not fully understand. Faith is the belief in things larger than ourselves. Faith is the ability to honor stillness at some moments, and at others to ride the passion and exuberance that is the artistic impulse, the flight of the imagination, the full engagement with the strange and shimmering world. And that's a quote from Alan Lightman. If you're ready to begin a little bit of movement, take a big inhale breath. Feel your chest rise, your ribcage expand. Exhale. And start to bring some small movements to your fingertips, to your toes, your wrists, your ankles. Move your head from side to side. Reach your arms overhead, point your toes in the opposite direction, take a full body stretch. And then bring your knees into your chest, hug them in, and roll to your favorite side, fetal pose. Your bottom arm becomes a pillow. With your eyes closed here, remember that you can always reset, renew on your yoga mat, or simply through connecting your mind, your body, your spirit. Rise up to a seat. Inhale, reach your arms up, palms meet overhead, and exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, your thumbs to your third eye center, that space between your brows, connecting to your inner wisdom and trusting that. Exhale, we bow forward to seal our practice together. From my heart to yours, God bless. Namaste.